Hi, welcome to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. I'm your host. And today's episode is titled 6 Reasons You're Passed Over for a Promotion. And actually, that's the working title. I may actually edit it when I upload it to YouTube. But for right now, that's really the essence of this video. Before, though, I give you the 6 reasons you're passed over for a promotion, let me tell you a little bit about me. I founded 2 publishing companies. One was a local business-to-business publication, actually turned it into a chain of publications, which eventually went national. I've also founded or co-founded about a dozen other businesses. I've also hired a few hundred people and probably interviewed 10 times that many. So if there's anyone who can tell you what a hiring manager's thinking, anyone who can put you inside the head of a hiring manager, I can do that for you. So now that I've got that out of the way, just wanted to tell you a little bit about me. I want to actually turn your attention to the screen behind me, the green screen. And on that green screen, what I did is I posted a response I got to a video I published a few months back. And the video was titled How to Respond when You're Passed Over for a Promotion. And I'm going to put that link up here on the video when I upload it. But let me just go ahead with this message, this response I got from a Chess Davis. He responded to the video, and his response I thought was natural, because, and I say that because I've had quite a few people who over the course of my career, in terms of sitting down with people and doing one-on-one counseling with them, I've had quite a few people who say, hey Lou, I was passed over because of, and then again, if you look at the screen behind me, they say they were passed over, they think they were passed over for some of the reasons that Mr. Davis had mentioned in his response. And I'm just going to go over these reasons because I think they are so right on point with what I've heard. And then I'm also going to give you, he lists 4 here. He says, and I'll read them too, but he lists 4, and there's actually 2 more that I think, 2 more reasons that you could get passed over. But let's go over his message. He says, Lou, basically he's saying, lame excuses you are giving. Most of the time, the people who do end up getting the promotion are because they're not a threat to their manager, they're people, friends with boss, etc., etc. He says many times this young people that are getting the promotions, it's based on the hiring manager's insecurities. They're trying to hire someone who will not pose a threat to their job and status, and keeping the real threat down, or he's saying here, or inviting them to look elsewhere. And you know what he's really saying, there's 4 things that he's pointed out here. I'll just summarize them up for you, and I'm going to talk about each one individually, and then again, I'm going to give you the couple that I know. But he's talking about some here, and I'm going to tell you, I don't disagree with some of what he said. And they're really, and I think if you've actually interviewed, and most of the people who follow our channel Over 50 TV, most of you have been interviewed by a number of hiring managers over your career. So you probably are thinking, hey, I've heard this from people when I've interviewed, I've been on a job, I've worked at a place, I was passed over, and yeah, these are valid points that Mr. Davis is bringing up. But let's talk about them. And I'll just go over them point by point. He said most of the time people who do end up getting the promotion are because they're not a threat to their manager. You know what? I think what he's saying, and it's obvious what he's saying, is he's saying that these are people that just go through the motions, or they just do their job. They're not ambitious. They don't want to get promoted. They're not looking to be promoted anyway. So they're just doing their job. So the hiring manager or the manager of that person is going to promote them because they're not a threat. Do I think it's valid if the manager's insecure? Yeah, he's going to promote someone like that. But you know, he also says here that they are people, meaning basically that they'll just kiss up to the manager, do whatever the manager asks, agree with whatever the manager's saying, and they get their promotion because they are not only not a threat, but they pose no risk to the job. They're going to do whatever they're told to do. The manager's going to feel secure in the fact that he's hiring somebody who he doesn't have to question, because they're not going to question him. Okay, valid point. I mean, yeah, I think I've seen that too. He says that Another point he brings up, he says they're friends with the boss. Well, you know what? There's not a doubt in my mind that that happens, that they're a friend of the boss, and the boss is going to pick their buddy because they just are their friend and they want to see them get ahead. They want to see them get promoted. They're comfortable with that person. They've known them for a long time. So yeah, why not promote someone that you know and you're comfortable with? So, and I'm just going through these and just giving you my quick opinion, but you know, hey, my quick opinion is what I see and what I've seen over the course of hiring hundreds of people, interviewing thousands of people, listening to their interviews and talking to business owners and managers, which I do all the time. I mean, almost every single day I'm talking to a business owner or a manager. So yeah, I could see where they're going to be hiring their friend. He said too, which I thought was real interesting. He says here, many times these young people getting promotions is based on the hiring manager's insecurities, trying to hire someone that will not pose a threat to their job. And then he says this, though, keeping the real threat down, or, and this is the fourth point, or inviting them to look elsewhere. So what he's saying is, hey, people are not getting promoted. They're not getting the job, the promotion, and because the manager is basically saying, hey, you know, I'm going to show you, I want you to leave. I'm showing you the door, not directly, but I'm showing you the door. You know, you're not going to get a promotion here. You might as well leave the company. And you know what? That to me is a valid point, you know, not promoting somebody, especially if it's somebody who wants to be promoted and someone who's been working hard. I mean, how disappointing would that be that, you know, you're putting in the effort, but you're not getting the reward, you're not getting the promotion, not being recognized. So yeah, Mr. Davis, I agree with you. You brought up 4 valid points, and again, I've heard these points. I've had people tell me these. They've complained about these things. So yeah, I don't disagree with you. But you're missing 2 key points, and I'm going to bring those up myself because I've seen these. I've seen these myself, and here's the one. This is what I'd say is number 5. Is you're not getting the promotion because you're not qualified. Now, a lot of people, we know many people will think, you know, hey, I'm qualified. Why in the world didn't I get the promotion? Why did I get passed up? I'm qualified. I can do that job. I'm good at it. You know, I've been here for a long time. I should have got that promotion. But you know, just maybe there's some part of your work experience or some part of your efforts that just make you not qualified. Many of us do not want to admit that we're not qualified. But here's another one, and to me, this is really a key reason why people don't get promoted. And I'm going to say this, and I've got some notes, and I thought this was interesting when I read Mr. Davis's comments here. And again, I don't disagree with him. I don't know what percentage it is that you're not getting a job because of whatever of these points that he brings up. But here's the key one to me is you don't put yourself out there. You're not asking for a promotion. You're not letting the boss know that you're in the running. You're not letting the boss know that, or the hiring person, the person that's going to do the promotion, you're not letting him know that you're looking to move ahead. You don't go up to the manager and you say, you know what, Joe or Sally or Tom or Mary or Constance, whatever. You don't say, you know, I've been working hard and I would like to be considered for the next promotion. I would like to be considered as a person who is looking to advance in this company. Unless you let the manager know, unless you're a squeaky wheel that is telling the manager, I want this next promotion. Unless you're telling them that, how do they know that? And I say this because I've talked to so many people. I've had so many one-on-ones, and I've said to them when they're upset with me, you know, we do a one-on-one Skype, and they'll say, Lou, I didn't get the promotion. And I'll ask them immediately, does your boss or did your boss know that you were looking to be promoted? And I'm going to tell you, many times, and I almost want to say half the time, they say, well, you know, I just thought they would know. I assumed they would know. But yeah, you know, Lou, I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them that I wanted a promotion. I didn't put myself out there as somebody who was in the running for a particular job. So, if you don't do that, if you don't put yourself out there, how do you expect your boss to know? And sometimes the boss will know. I personally think it is their responsibility to talk with their employees, to talk with the people who are working underneath them, and have a constant conversation with them, and to know what their goals are, to know what they're striving for. I believe the boss has a responsibility to ask you what you're looking for, what your desires are, what your goals are. But not every boss will do that. So it's up to you to take charge of your life. It's up to you to let that manager know that you're in the running. After you've let them know and you've followed up on a regular basis and let them know that you're in the running, if they don't promote you, then you need to make a decision. If you're ambitious, if you're someone who's looking to get ahead, and you know what, I'm going to say this, I don't care what age you are. To me, that doesn't matter whether you're over 50 or under 50. If you let them know that you want that next promotion, because that next promotion means whatever it means to you. It could mean more money, it could mean status, whatever it means to you. Whatever it does for you, whatever it does. You need to let them know. And if they don't give you that promotion, then make a decision. Make a decision to walk. This is Lou Reyes with Over 50 TV. I hope you have a great day, everybody.